The following contest is a singles match, and it is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the Maiden of Chaos Championship. Introducing first.
I don't know if certainly in the recent history of Pro Wrestling Chaos, if there has ever been a more impressive one-day performance than when this woman won that tournament back in November, the Maiden Voyage tournament, to claim what was then the vacant Maiden of Chaos title. She's held it ever since, been challenged by some of the best in the industry, and she's still on top.
It's all about Rayne Leverkuaen, the Rayne dancer herself.
And introducing the challenger.
Livvii Grace in. Now, so let me get this right, BBL. She attacked basically a locker room full of women.
Well, here's the thing.
Am I right? That's what she's capable of.
I'm going to be careful what I say because, frankly, Livvii Grace terrifies me.
And you are a weakling.
But Livvii Grace has allegedly, certainly according to Rayne Leverkuaen, been responsible for, as you say, backstage assault on no fewer than 6 members of our women's roster, none of whom were prepared to say who it was who attacked them. All of them saying they didn't see. Whether that's true or whether that's a product of fear, I don't know. But Rayne Leverkuaen saying that she knows it was Livvii Grace and said if you wanted a title match, you should have just asked.
So Rayne's just jumping to conclusions here.
Well, that's one way of looking at it, but
blaming someone who could be faultless. No wonder she's angry.
I think she has considerable reason for her suspicions, does Rayne Leverkuaen. Maiden of Chaos title on the line, and this is going to be one of the more dangerous moments in Rayne Leverkuaen's run with that championship so far.
And look at that belt, prestigious.
Bell rings are underway. Leverkuaen, you can see she's chomping at the bit there to get after Livvii Grace. That rage that's been built up inside Leverkuaen exploding here.
The heavens have opened and it's pouring down.
Running into Guri.
Right in
the Maiden of Chaos already.
Rayne has been, you've got to give it up to Rayne. She has been a phenomenal champion. She hasn't turned down any challenge. She has laughed at every challenge in the face and beaten it.
Well, Livvii Grace there with her first bit of offense, tried to get Leverkuaen up onto her shoulders. Said though, Leverkuaen has come out of here a house of fire, chopping away at the challenger in the corner.
I don't think Livvii Grace anticipated what Rayne has got coming to her.
Leverkuaen going to get sent to the ropes here though. Ducks a clothesline attempt from Livvii Grace. It's a back elbow. Grace doesn't go down. Roll through from Leverkuaen. Flexibility to avoid another clothesline, but gets shoved away. Livvii Grace sent all the way to the outside. Leverkuaen headed to the ring apron. Grace doesn't know where the champion is. She's about to find out. what power. More strength there from Grace.
Whips her into that post.
Livvii Grace has built up a reputation for bulldozing her way through the women's scene here in the UK, wherever she goes. It's her Pro Wrestling Chaos debut, and with a chance to make a huge impact on that debut if she can take the title away from Leverkusen.
With Rayne as well, so she's almost like standing up for the locker room here.
Look at this. Livvii Grace, ruthless, vicious stuff there from Livvii Grace.
Trying to cripple Leverkusen.
Grace gonna once again stretch out Leverkusen. It's an illegal hold, obviously, using the ring post, but
Do you think Rayne is wishing she didn't call out Livvii Grace now? Because if Livvii, now we're saying if, you know, legally, I can't say that she did do it or not, because we don't know. But if Livvii Grace took out an entire locker room here at Chaos, has Rayne bit off more than she can chew? Is this a puddle too deep?
She's been a fighting champion ever since she won that title back in November. 3 women she beat just on that night. Grace again, using the ropes illegally. She beat Laura Di Matteo, Alexis Falcon, Sky Smithson, all in the same day. She's had wins over Nina Samuel since then, and most recently at Kingdom of Chaos against Ava White. So Leverkusen has beaten them all up until now. But is Livvii Grace a challenge too far for the Maiden of Chaos?
Rayne has had the best come at her, and she has beaten them. Rayne has been a phenomenal champion, and she said Rayne has had a good reign.
Well, will that reign continue? After tonight, it's looking a little bit doubtful at the moment. Leverkusen.
Well, history repeats itself as it has done her past load of defences and wins. Rayne can overcome any obstacle that is thrown out in front of her.
One of these 2 women will be the Maiden of Chaos. Next time we're with you here at Pro Wrestling Chaos, it's June 17th. Organised Chaos at Emerson's Green here in Bristol. We'd love to see you there. But there is, I think, quite a lot of doubt at the moment about whether it's going to be Leverkusen based on what we're seeing here from Grace.
So Rayne's just waiting for that fire to build up inside of her.
You can hear the boos, but just before that, what was even more telling, I think, was the stunned silence here. Grace is just having her way with Leverkusen, my God! She's bulldozed her way through the British scene. She bulldozed her way there through Rayne Leverkusen. Livvii Grace dictating the tempo now. Leverkusen struggling to get to her feet in that opposite corner. Here comes Grace. No one home. Leverkusen may have just saved her title by getting out of the way of that one.
Oh, what a strike!
Elbows and chops from Leverkusen.
Punches and bunches.
Courageous effort.
Whoa.
The Maiden of Chaos gets her on the second time round with the kick. Leverkusen having to dig deep here. Leverkusen, second rope, up to the top rope. Rayne Leverkusen going to take a risk to try and retain the title. Oh. That missile drop kick. And is that enough to put away Livvii Grace?
Rayne as well, just coming off. Let's talk about that. Rayne has just come off of a tour in Japan. She's been fighting some of the toughest women in the world. And she's ready to show what she's learned.
Oh, flapjack there. Did Rayne Leverkusen. Both women were up to their feet at the same time. You saw them staring into each other's eyes. And now Grace going to charge into the corner, and this time Leverkusen not able to move out of the way.
By the hair.
Grace.
By that glorious mullet.
Grace, I think, believes that the rules don't apply to her, and it'll be a brave person who told her otherwise. Another avalanche in the corner.
You know, referee Ash Cox are going to be picking a fight with her. Super play.
Grace looking more and more confident. You can hear the screams of anguish from Leverkusen.
Another suplex.
Oh, turnbuckles in the corner. Goodness me.
The sun is coming up and drying up the rain.
And note this, I know there's clapping now, but again, just moments earlier, that is the quietest that we've heard this crowd all night so far. Running knee from Grace.
Someone as devastating as Livvii Grace.
That could be it. And it
No
is.
way.
It is. We got a new champion. Absolutely dominant from the woman who is now the new Maiden of Chaos. It is an unpopular result, to say the least, here tonight in Bristol. But Livvii Grace has just dethroned Rayne Leverkuaen.
I am legitimately in shock. All the obstacles that Rayne has overcome, Livvii Grace with a devastating performance. A lady with such almost like a fun-loving name, but with such a violent in-ring ability. This lady is going to be trouble.